Hi friends, this is Miss Boadar, the Educational Specialist for Elementary Math. Today we will be talking about adding and subtracting two-digit numbers. We will still be thinking about the patterns on the hundreds chart, but instead of using the hundreds chart to do our work, we will be recording using an open number line. As we use a number line today to help us add and subtract, we can think about the patterns on the hundreds chart. Let's start with 38 plus 25. When I draw my number line, I'll just draw a straight line with no numbers on it. It's an open number line because it doesn't have any numbers. And I can place my numbers anywhere I want to on the number line. I'll start with 38, and I'll place it on the left side of my number line so that I have space to add on. I'm adding on 25, so I can break apart the 25 to add it in pieces any way I want to. I will start this time with my two groups of 10. 25 has two 10s, so let's add on 10 to get 48, and add on another 10 to get 58. I still need to add on 5 more ones. I could do that as one big jump of 5, or I could do that as 5 little jumps of 1, or I could break it apart in other ways that make sense. For this example, I'll do 5 little jumps of 1. So 1 more is 59, 1 more is 60, 1 more is 61, that's 3 jumps, 1 more is 62, and 1 more jump of 1 makes 63. I added on 2 10s and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1s, so I added on 25. 38 plus 25 is 63. Now I don't have to start with the 10s first if I don't want to. I could solve 38 plus 25 a different way. I'll still start with 38, and this time I'll add on my 1s. I know that 2 more 1s would get me to 40, which is a nice friendly number. And then I can break my 5 into 2 parts. I could break my 5 into 2 and into 3. I've already added on the 2, so let me add on 3 more. 40 plus 3 more is 43. And now I have to go back and add my 2 10s. 43 plus 10 is 53. 53 plus 10 is 63. It doesn't matter whether I add the 10s or the 1s first, or how I break them up. As long as I add all the pieces, we'll end up with the same answer. Let's try another adding problem. Let's add 26 plus 18. I'll draw my number line, and since I'm adding, I'll continue to start on the left. I could start with 26, or I could start with 18. I think I'll just start with 26. 18 has 1 10 and 8 1s. So I could add a jump of 10. 26 and 10 more is 36. Then I have 8 1s to add on. That would be a lot of hops of 1. I think I'll break my 8 into 4 and 4. And I chose that because I know that 36 needs 4 more to get to 40. So 36 plus 4 is 40, and 4 more to add on is 44. Now let's try some subtracting. Let's try 34 minus 22. I'll start with my open number line. And since I'm subtracting, I'm not counting on, I'm counting back. So when I place my 34 on the number line, I won't start on the left, I'll start on the right so that I have lots of space to count backwards. 34 minus 22. How could I break apart the 22 to subtract? I could do 2 jumps of 10 backwards. 34 minus 10 is 24. 24 minus 10 is 14. I've subtracted the 2 tenths from 22. Now I need to subtract the 2 ones. 14 minus 2 is 12. Now, I might have known that I could subtract in a bigger chunk than 10. I could have started at 34 and subtracted 2 tens at once. I could have subtracted 20. 34 minus 20 is 14. And 14 minus 2 is 12. The open number line is a way for you to record your thinking. Use the thinking strategies that make sense to you and record them on the open number line. Our final subtraction problem is 53 minus 28. We'll start with my open number line. And since I'm subtracting, I'll place 53 on the right so I have room to count backwards. I think I'll subtract my ones first this time. Subtracting 8 in one big chunk from 53 is tricky, but I know if I subtract 3 from 53, I'll make a nice friendly 10. I'll be at 50. If I think about how 8 would break apart, 3 and 5 makes 8. So I need to subtract 5 more from 50. 50 minus 5 is 45. I've subtracted my 8 from 53. Now I need to subtract 20. So that's 2 sets of 10. 45 minus 10 is 35. And 35 minus 10 is 25.